Welcome back to Let's Play Secret of Mana. I'm Serious JG and I'm on the wrong slot here. Um, Noticing in my own videos recently, and people have been kind in the comments, because I don't have that many people commenting anyway, I suppose, that I did the old cursor on screen in a previous video, which is somebody who used to enjoy the old Retsu Pure channel back when it was around. Should have known better. Anyway, it's weird. I could have, in theory, recorded some of this game the other week. Since the last time I've recorded this, I've actually gone home and visited family for the first time since the freaking pandemic. And that's not true. I went up and visited people right before I went into chemo. But yeah, it's the first time visiting anybody for months, and I brought my laptop and a headset. In theory, I could have recorded this game in the evenings, but I never did. And today, as I record this, I'm kind of bummed out. Alex Trebek died, and the thing about it is, like, when I was in the hospital, like, watching Jeopardy with my parents when they came to visit was kind of a big thing. Like, because they would come visit me every day. They were staying in town while I was in the hospital, so like their lives were kind of centered around me getting better for a little while. But they weren't there with me all the time. They would just usually come around once in the late morning and then go out and do some other things and be in other places, and then maybe come back in the evening most of the time after they'd had some dinner. And there wasn't always stuff to talk about, like, how many times can I tell them, here's how I feel today, here's how many times I was able to walk around in a circle around the halls of the hospital while using this. It's not like a walker exactly. Never mind. I was about to go into a bunch of medical detail you don't want to hear. But no, we would watch Jeopardy together. And as a matter of fact, after I got out of the hospital, I kind of wasn't really. I didn't really have a whole lot of mobility, and I needed a lot of help. And my mom stayed with me for several days. Just, making sure that I had meals and stuff, and making really easy to digest stuff while my body was kind of healing. And my dad went home, and what Dad started doing was he would text us his guess for Final Jeopardy. And like as a result, for the last 6 months plus, I guess it's closer to 7 months now, 7 or 8 months. When Jeopardy comes on, like I have this three-way text conversation on my phone with my parents. Guessing the Jeopardy answers, and it's just kind of bumming me out. So that's a real cheery way to start this thing. But yeah, Alex Trebek, guy freaking dying of cancer, and he kept showing up for work to entertain people. Entertaining a whole lot more people than I'm reaching with these LPs, by the way, whatever you think of Jeopardy. So yeah, I feel kind of bad about that. But now that I've made you all depressed, let's play a light and fun game, which actually also has an ultra depressing ending, but we're not there yet. So let's I believe I actually did play a little bit of this off screen and saved so that I could grind. So I now need to play through the next dungeon, which I've already done off screen, but I need to play through it while recording, and then we will load state so that we've got our newest spells and weapons leveled up. But the last thing we did together as a family, other than watching Jeopardy. Last thing we did together as a family was we got Shade, the Spirit of Darkness. So now, and somebody, I think it was Little Lord Fauntleroy, was complaining in the comments, like, wait, you don't know where to go? You just literally got told where to go. So I guess the game told me where to go and I wasn't paying attention. Too busy thinking of incredibly insightful comments. It's not here. This is not the right place. I can't remember if I landed there on screen or not, but you immediately you land someplace and there are guards who immediately tell you, you are not allowed to come here, so don't go there. Here we have, I don't remember which country it is, but it's one of those cities that has a ancient ruins with spooky music right outside of it. There's a specific place I'm looking for. There's Santa's Palace in the village of the Walrus people who never show up in any of the other Seiken Densetsu games. I think this is the Pure Land. I don't remember, but we come here later. Can't do anything here now. I think it's supposed to be cloud cover preventing us from landing. I'm not really sure, but the story will eventually cause us to need to go there. I guess I hit the button that takes it away from the overhead view. No, there's a specific place we need to go, and it doesn't usually take me this much flying around to find it. See, this is interesting. You never get a boat in this game. Flamey the Dragon is the only transport that we ever get, other than the cannon that take you from place to place, the cannon travel. So it's weird. They built this continent so it's got like mountains on the shore. It's very much built in traditional RPG. Like, you can't get to this place with the first transport you get. You have to get the second one. Like, oh, you get the boat in Final Fantasy from the pirates, but you can't land here till you have the airship. So they built a continent like that, but they didn't need to. See, this looks like a place that we might be able to go, and not really necessarily be able to do very much, but it's not. I think this is this is where we came from. This is the Temple of Darkness is there. Here's Mushroom Town, Matango. But there's a very specific place we're looking for, and we were told that the sage Josh or Jochi or whatever his name is there. And it is the Empire's Golden City, and I guess they vaguely gave us directions on which way to go. But it doesn't seem to be helping. So I'm sorry, I didn't intend. I needed to record today just because I was out of new content for this series, and I'm trying to maintain an upload schedule, but I didn't intend to just bluff my way to 3 minutes about Alex Trebek and then 10 minutes of not being able to find the next place. And here we go. So this is where we are supposed to go. And I definitely remember this location from, oh, the person that I have Twitch on in the background muted, and it looks like Zerfall has wrapped up, so there's no reason for me to still be there. It's too expensive to live here. The city made entirely of gold is expensive? You don't say. This is the Empire's Gold City. Yeah, the Empire did appear to just be two cities on the same continent with a continent you can never explore other than the actual cities themselves and the sewers that link them. But no, apparently there is a third. And this is what's really strange. It's a game where you explore there is an empire, and you don't start out in the empire, and you get to the empire eventually, but the last city you visit in the empire isn't the capital. You don't, like, slowly make your way towards the capital, getting little examples as you go of how evil the empire is. Where did King Manmon find all this gold? From the Mammon Machine? We'd like to get into this cafe, if you don't mind. Welcome, what am I saying? I don't want to deal with you. They can tell that we're just, like, poor. I'm jealous, everyone's moved to the resort up north. So this city serves no purpose other than to show you, oh, these are rich people and they're rude. And the city you've already been to in the north, they had their little, like, place where the little fire spirit was imprisoned. That's... Hey, no one was using this place, so... He's basically a squatter. We gotta call the cops. Which one's ready? Well, none of them are ready. There's not a lot of point in me doing anything with the Woppets, since we're going to be loading a state where I've off-screen while hanging around in the parents' house. That was I tell you, when you go like a whole long time without being able to visit anybody, just a otherwise boring staycation where like, oh, every other day your niece came over and played with you, and you got to see your nephew a few times, and you walked around in the woods with other people and ate home cooking. Like, that was enough for it to be a great week. This whole island is made of gold. I got all of one day where I was able to hang out with Bobo, and we couldn't record or anything. It was just like, I'm still hanging out with Bobo. Like, you want to go to the grocery store? Yeah, while we're there, we can talk about stuff, because it's actually Bobo in person. Oh my god. Will it be? I might as well buy the best... I don't know. Yes, I might as well buy all the best gear. Fairy walnuts. Lazuri ring, because it only takes a minute. Ooh, battle suits are expensive. I mean, I don't know what I'm saying. I bought all this stuff off screen. And I believe this may be the best purchasable equipment in game. It's super expensive. But there's nothing else that you do with gold in this game. I mean, look at how much gold we have. And that's just from grinding everybody's weapons. Okay, so our hero, the Avatar, Ray Chesney, or whatever I actually called him, is way too dignified to wear a duck hat. So apparently he will not be wearing a duck hat. And I'm not going to bother to sell the gear that we're not equipping because, again, I'm going to be loading, so what's the point? We're not going to... Money has not been a problem for some time. And I'm pretty sure the, she was able to wear like a crazy battle bikini or the battle, see, there's a way to use, I think it's all pointed out that I've been doing it wrong as far as, without switching characters, you can have somebody else do inputs. You can select here to select the avatar. Now if I hit X, I got the avatars menu. But if I were to hit Y, I will get the girls menu. And if I hit Y, hold on, I can get all the way out. If I hit Y and then Y again, I get the sprites menu. And that's important because some of the techniques for like locking bosses in place where you just pound them with magic, I'd completely blanked on this, so I'm glad Ald pointed it out. Not that it's essential, it's just a way to cheese the game a bit. But yeah, I was like, oh, about that, guys. Don't know exactly how that edit's going to sound to you, but I had kind of forgot to delete my source files from a previous recording session, and I'm going to go into another long, boring thing nobody wants to hear, but Camtasia I'm using to do this series because I'm just playing straight off an emulator. It produces decent quality output files that are reasonably small. And like, I can't tell for sure if it does higher or lower quality than, like if I'm doing something recording straight from a modern console, like PS4. I don't know if processing it would do better quality or worse quality than my usual setup for those systems, but it produces smaller files. But the source files that you have before you've produced your final files and saved them and uploaded them are monsters. Like, they're huge. So, yeah, I have this big source files that I need to clear out to make some space here. Anyway, so we're in the Empire's Golden City. Beyond is a golden tower, no one may enter. It's just a very small, incredibly enclosed city made of gold. Now, the trees seem to be made of gold as well, which I not quite tracking with that. I don't know how that works. But yeah, we got golden trees, and not that many people in the town, and those that are here are basically just kind of jerks. But this big long trek they're making us make is essential, unless it's not. King Manmon sealed off the Light Palace at the edge of town. The tower key was stolen by a spy from Tesnica, called it the South Tower. But the key was never found. What's in that tower? Oh, well. So I don't think it's required to talk to that guy, but it's the only clue you get as to where to go. Unless there's like 50 other clues that Little Lord Fauntleroy made great note of and I completely missed, because apparently I do that a lot. The game just told you where to... Oh, wells. I gotta say though, I'm enjoying having this game because it doesn't require, like, oh god, that Street Fighter V LP. I just did a session finishing it up last night, or a couple nights back, I guess, and it's a good thing that game's freaking easy, and it really is. The single player, like the story mode on that game is easy, and it's the only reason I was able to make it, because I reached the point where I can't do action games until my neuropathy gets better. It's just not happening. King Manmon lives here on the first floor of a hotel. Well, he's the king of the Golden City? And he lives in a hotel? I mean, I just recently found this reasonably old comedy routine that, what's his name? Trevor Noah, I think, had done about, you know, he's kind of riffing on the idea that Melania Trump doesn't like Donald Trump and their marriage is not in great shape because of, you know, some news footage of... There's like this one news clip they kept showing of him reaching for her hand and her not taking it. But, and you know, all that Stormy Daniels stuff, whatever. I don't know what's going on in their private lives. It's none of my business, but the joke was kind of like the president, like she kicks the president out of the White House and he's staying at a hotel, so like, you know, foreign diplomats and leaders are like come see him in the hotel because, yeah, we're not speaking right now. I'm living in this hotel. But this is the king. He lives in a hotel. Also, how is he the king of the Golden City if there's an emperor? I guess the emperor has lesser kings under him. I guess some empires work that way. No, Matt, what matters in life is gold. We came to see if Manmon could give us some gold. Well, it seems to me like if you just pick up and take anything with you from this city, assuming guards aren't watching every moment, that you don't take like leaves off the trees or whatever, you can get some gold. Ah, this is the world's richest place. Ah. Seems the game doesn't approve of these people. Oh, money, and it's all mine. Money, yeah, I got some money, yeah. Which reminds me indirectly, I need to watch AEW tonight, or I won't know what Jim Cornette is bashing this week. Alchemists can turn rocks into gold using mana, but first you have to learn alchemy, don't you? So the implication is that they have used alchemy to turn everything in the city into gold. Okay. That really is going to mess up the gold economy. So I don't really care about staying at this inn, but we do at least know that to get... at some point, there's an item I'm missing. I need to go look up how to get the thing that... We got the Midge Mallet, but not the Moogle Belt. I'm going to find that somewhere. But now we got to find... where's the rest of the Empire? Wow. Why does it feel like it's moving super slow? Oh, you actually got to get them ahead of steam. Interesting that it works that way. So this, I believe, is the actual kingdom that Bulma-looking girl was from at the beginning of the game. Like, I don't remember if we called her Nina or Tina or what. This is the Gold City, so the Empire... I'll know it when I see it, I think. That might be it, actually. Yeah, I think this is the northernmost city of the Empire. So we got to go to the other end of this continent where there's a little town. See, this makes it look like there's this big, exciting continent to explore, but you don't really get to explore this place at all. This may be it. Yeah. I like the theme of the Empire, too. It's not like scary, bombastic, you know, Star Wars Empire. It really has a theme like peaceful town music. Like, hey, you know, if you accept the fact that your freedom has been curtailed, it's a pretty nice place to live. My husband was caught stealing a secret key on the Gold Isle. Look, here it is, found it hidden in his things. I'd gladly exchange it to have him back. Oh, so we have to go rescue him? Here, it's yours. I'll get my revenge. So you never actually go get him back. As a matter of fact, I believe he's already been executed, but you don't actually get him back. And off-screen, I went to the Rebel base and the other town and talked to people there before realizing, oh yeah, there's that lady. So on-screen, I'll save you that hassle. I'll talk about Alex Trebek, and I'll talk about Street Fighter V and other things that have nothing to do with this, but don't you worry, we're not going to visit a town we don't visit. That's where I draw the line. And I've already completely lost track of how to get to this gold place, so... We'll be going here, but I don't think anything happens there until Sage Josh tells us to go there. He's kind of our, like, he'll be guiding us for the rest of the game to just random places we need to go. Oh, you don't know where to go? Sage Josh will say. And if he doesn't, and if he hasn't told you yet, you probably don't get to go there, so don't bother. And actually, we need to stay at the end because we don't have all of our MPs. Let's go stay at the end right now. And not at the two-story cafe, which doesn't sell anything. It just kind of, you come in and they just sort of insult you. It's like the Soup Nazi restaurant in Seinfeld, except you can't even buy soup. You're just going to get insulted. Oh, 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 oh. That's his snoring sound that Bo Daddy makes. I suppose I might as well save, in case I mess anything up here. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, my recorder keeps stopping and saying I don't have enough disk space left, but I've cleared enough, so I'm not sure. Hopefully cleared some more, but it's more than enough. I mean, it cleared more files than I could be recording today, I would think. I don't know, we will see. So not a lot of incentive to kill all these beast zombies. But other than to make this place go as smoothly as possible, we got a Spears Orb. By the way, it's the Temple of Light, so we will eventually. You might have a guess as to what kind of elemental spirit might be at the end of this place, since we went through a cave of darkness last time. I just find it interesting that beast zombies, ninjas, and these robot enemies are guarding the place. For whatever that is worth. I'm not gonna bother with this beast zombie. I'm just gonna like have a balloon be stuck to his head. Oh. Okay. Let's see what the weakness is of Blue Spike. It didn't give us a weakness there, did it? Let's give the avatar some flame sabers so we can do a little extra damage. If it does any extra damage. Yeah, this thing's not hurting us much at all here. And he's certainly not as big a pain in the butt as the previous boss with this, that he's a reskin of was, because that guy was really annoying. He kept landing at places where we couldn't attack and we didn't have magic yet to spam. Like right now. Sure, just cast magic on him. I didn't really notice how much, damn, she's doing more damage than the Avatar. Although she's charging up her shots, the Avatar is just doing... Let's say, don't jump up there now that I've... Well, there you go. So, I think we're into a stage now where our dungeons are gonna oh, never mind, it's not over. It was, his head came off and he just grew another one. Okay, thanks, Avatar. Saved up that shot forever. You just, missed it completely. I'm hoping this, second wind it's got isn't that involved. It has acid bubbles. Oh no. At least, wow, 1 damage. Okay, so I'm probably at a fairly high level, but I think this is because we just bought this really expensive equipment. Okay, now its head still seems to be intact and it's exploding. Perhaps cutting off its head is what gave it more power last time. Way to go! Got Boomerang's orb. And got stairs to appear. Good thing you didn't drop treasure on the other side of that room. Because that is now something we will never ever be able to reach, I think. Hold on. There's no... Yep, no paths off the sides here. The top section of that tower, now completely impassable to humans. You have to be some kind of giant tiger guy who can hop around to get there. I'm pushing a ninja who was hiding behind a... Okay, got some of you guys here. Okay. So we'll see if this guy's got a weakness that can be spelled out. 2,500 hit points. He fears Sylphid. Oh, I guess it's off the screen. How is it up? It's like right freaking there. And there's no point in like getting too many of these things going at once. Jeez, I really can't get anything charged up against this guy. I'm trying to do these hot strategies where you... I guess I'm timing it wrong. So I don't know why I can't do it there. We gotta wait till, you know? Gotta wait till exactly the right time when his casting animation is over. Well, never mind. Now it's just wasting magic. So yeah, not exactly the most challenging monsters ever. And I'm tempted to try to wrap all this up in one video so that we can just load and have everything, these new orbs and all, or new weapons leveled up and powered up, and I guess still one more boss to face here? Or no, maybe this is it. Hey, little friend. I'm Lumina. The king was robbing me of my power. You know, turning stuff to gold. He was forcing me to make gold. My power should not be used by anyone but you. By you, I mean Nina. The boy doesn't, sprite doesn't get anything here. Take my power before evil engulfs us all. Oh, that's right. Give me the power alive, baby. Oh, never mind. I'm running to the girl. Gained Lumina's powers. And we power everything up. Boy, I sure hope I remember to do that off screen. Because it does make a difference whether you actually use the seed's powers or not. But now we have Lumina's magic, which includes Lightsaber, which gives you the Holy Element, Lucid Barrier, which either protects you from physical or magic, I don't remember, and Lucent Beam, which is an incredibly MP heavy but powerful attack. As you might guess, it tends to work against some of the nastier plot bosses who are evil elemental. Now let's leave town and see what that does for us. And the creatures that were guarding this place are apparently working for Lumina. I'm not really sure why they tried to stop us from getting to Lumina. Maybe it was a test. Majima-san, set up a test for us. All those creatures were secretly Korean and were there 26 years ago. Sorry, I was watching a lethal stream in Yakuza earlier. So now, any new plot stuff? Beyond his gold tower, no one banter. Let's see if we can talk to the king, if he's got anything new to say. Now that we've stolen Lumina. We haven't stolen. Well, we have Lumina's power. Does this mean that Lumina is no longer? Because like, it's not like the town stopped being made of gold. Money, money, and it's all mine. That's the world's richest place. Doesn't look like it actually changed anything here. Because it turns rock into gold using mana. But first, you have to learn alchemy, don't you? You are wise, my friend, to point this out. Well, I mean, I was going to check and see if this guy up here changes his tune. I guess that could be the last thing we do before we call it a video. And when we come back next time, I'll just load a state where we are waiting to go talk to Sage Joshi again. Sage Joch, whatever his name is, having fully leveled up Lumina and all of our weapons. Yeah, this guy just likes to make it, he just likes to go someplace that's really difficult to reach and just hang around. It's like spitting loogies at people. Field of Light Bells, the edge of town. He was stolen by Gotham. He was never found. What's in that tower? Alright, well, I don't really know. Well, I do know what's in the tower now, but not sure what all this was about. I'm going to call it a video here, and when we come back next time, we will be ready to... I will be doing new material for me, and we will be at the entrance to Sage Josh's cave. See you then.